Hello guys, welcome to the video. Today's video we're gonna be doing alternate history. Yes, another one of these. I know you guys must be getting so exhausted of these videos, but I love these videos. They're really fun to make. And well, yeah, let's just get right into it. So, first things first is you have the out here in North Canada, I guess. Well, North America. Um, you have the pink team. They technically are in North America because the equator sits like right there between Europe and North America. I'm pretty sure, but they don't really know that, so they're gonna want to go ahead and go into North America. So they set off a boat from here. And they set it around Greenland, and then they set sail, and they end up right there. So, and with trade going on between the red and the pink country, you do have that leading to our pink country able to set up a little bit of a colony up here in the north. And now you see the pink colony, not the red colony, is now connected technically to another colony. It's not quite a big one yet, but you have the pink country have dumping a lot of money into North America, and they start to explore a lot more out in their region because they don't really care about down here, like anything really past this line, because well, that's mostly red territory, and they don't really want to go into red territory. So they're gonna explore a little bit out in there, but not too much. But they go ahead and set up some more claims. And while the colony grows a little bit, and this is about where it leaves off. So yeah, the colony, it leaves there. But our red country, they also need to expand their colony out here. Not too much, because they already have quite a big colony out here in North America. They have the largest colony in North America. But yeah, so that's what's happening with North America right now. The red team's not exploring too much into Africa right now. Not Africa. Oh my gosh, North America. Why was I saying Africa? Sorry, guys. But you see, our brown country, they're starting to lose grasp over these colonies in Asia and India, Asia. So, like, they still have control over this area in Asia, but not too much control in this parts of Asia because it's getting far from it. But this area is completely excluded. No one's really trading with it. Not many people live there. So they go ahead and they were like, okay, well, we're gonna go ahead and break away from you, and well, now we're our own country. Well, this also leads the other part of this the brown country wants to break away also, and well, these two they kind of break away together. So that's something, but the Chinese country, after losing the war pretty much with the Koreans, they realize that they should probably start dumping some money into exploring out here in the Indian area. Obviously, exploring will be slow because, well, mountains here. But they were able to make a little bit of progress. But, oh, whoa. Out here in, down here, where the Satchel colony, well, not this new country, is, they go ahead and they were able to explore quite a bit because, well, the population, they want to expand out. They don't really want to be confined into this little country anymore. And that is actually what happens, and they go ahead and start settling in some areas. So, yeah, now we have our new our newest country, pretty much setting up, and they also go ahead and take another little bite out of this area in Asia, just because they could use the land. And actually, this new country's population is actually going up really fast, as you could probably tell. But you see, this purple country, they have been at a decline in the past little bit, and well, you can kind of tell that they're like not doing so well. So they were kind of forced to sell out some land to the green country, the Koreans, and well, they sell this little bit of land, and well, that it might look like it's fine, but this there was like a couple of troops out here, like there was like 30, like there was like 100 troops out here. They thought that the green people were invading because the green sent their military. So the purple military started killing a whole bunch of like green people, and well, the green said, okay, well that's it, and they declared war on them. And the pink saw their chance to hopping on this war, and they also declared war on the on our purple country. And after a couple months, our country, they kind of get split into two pieces, and then you have our pink country getting this, and then so yeah, as you can tell, you can tell that the pink was kind of waiting for this to happen. And well, you finally have our purple country being wiped off the face of the planet. And see, the funny thing is that this pink country shouldn't even be around right now, is because they pretty much broke away from the country that they literally just invaded. But they also broke away from the Koreans. They have a complicated past. If you guys want to know the past, go watch the other videos. Why are there just some random purple dots in the middle of the ocean? There we go, I fixed it. Okay, but you see, this is what the peach tree looks like. And well, the Koreans, they start, people are now curious what's up north. So the Koreans, they start sending out some explorers up north, and they don't do bad, actually. They do pretty well exploring up here in the north. They were even able to get like up to here, and this is where it starts to slow down because it's starting to get really cold. But the Koreans, they start to realize that it might be about time to start building up the Korean Peninsula again, because they were like the most advanced place, and then the Koreans they started focusing more and more on this side of their on the main China part of their country, but they start pouring some more money into the Korean part of their country, and it actually starts to do really well. Some more little like some more cities start popping up, and they were even able to expand out a little bit. And our Koreans, they are kind of still claiming the number one spot. But you see, wait, let me just make sure they didn't have a colony. Yeah, they didn't. Okay. But you see, over here in Africa, it's kind of like everyone's like, what's happening now? Because they don't know what to do now. Country just broke away. They don't know what to do about that. And then the Koreans, they do also have a colony out here in Africa. I completely forgot about this. This is the Koreans. And same with the green country. They also have a colony. It's just like right here. I remember saying something about it. I just don't remember what I said about it. But yeah. So you end up having them not really wanting. No country really wants this area because it's old desert pretty much. So only a couple countries make a couple claims on it. And that is the red and so the red, they make some claims right there. which they actually are granted those claims. The pink makes some claims also, and they're probably also going to be end up granted those claims. But then, um, like they wanted a really big chunk of this area, but no one really cared about it. So they said, sure, why not? But you see, the red and the pink country, I'm pretty sure the pink country is a part of an alliance. They are not. But you see, our red, our pink, and our blue country, they were wanting an alliance. They were once the strongest alliance and the strongest countries. But as you can tell, they broke apart. They're no more. So they go ahead and but the red and the pink alliance, they are both the great grandkids, like great grandkids of the leaders that made that alliance. And well, obviously the blue alliance, that actually that the last king of the blue alliance, they not the blue alliance, the blue country, killed off that tree, the family tree of them. So that won't be happening. But you do have they start their own alliance, and it's going to be the Diamond Alliance. Oh, okay, hold up. Then they just, so yeah, now you kind of have, well, it's an economical alliance and a defensive alliance, but yeah. But you see, the Koreans, they've been trying to look, they don't really understand why they need to stay in this alliance, but if without them in the Triangle Alliance, it will honestly hurt the Triangle Alliance. But the Koreans, they start thinking more and more about it, and they saw really no big use for it. So they went ahead and they decided to make this very smart decision of leaving this alliance. The reason why I said it's very smart is because, well, now they can go ahead and join the new alliance, which I will have to use the color yellow for. They're gonna join the Diamond Alliance, which now means that technically our top in the some countries in the top 5 are now in alliance. But you see, this is gonna hurt the brown countries' economics, because like they were good trading partners and everything, but now that's probably gonna stop for a little bit because, well, some turmoil there. But eventually, the pink, the French, the brown, the red, all set aside, and the Koreans, they all set aside their differences, and they met up in New Russia, and they all decided that they were going to finish exploring Africa. And they actually do call this Africa in this timeline. So, oh, okay, well. But the Koreans, they end up meeting up with other explorers. But eventually, once they get down here, it's starting to get cold, and they're like, okay, yeah, we're not going to pass that line. So let's just, like, explore everything up past that line. And that's exactly what they do. Why is there a border? Hold up. Did I forget a border, guys? Oh, no. Because if you guys don't know, I had erased this whole, like, the whole border, so I might have missed some. But yeah, so, as you can tell, our countries now have a lot of land to expand. But the brown country, they have been experiencing some rough times in their country right now since the Koreans left their alliance. So they don't have much support for the colonies anymore. And, well, it kind of just leads to brown country just really able to expand more into the Horn. But our new country, they were able to expand quite a bit. They were able to expand out more with getting traded from the... Oh my gosh, this mouse is like bugging out. Sorry guys, my mouse is bugging out. But they end up getting a lot of support from the Triangle Alliance. They end up finding out what the Triangle Alliance is, and they decide that they are going to join it. What color did I use? I feel like I might... Okay, yeah, I know what color I used. So, they go ahead and they join it. So yeah. But they need a capital, so there we go. So now, obviously these guys know how to colonize because they're just offsprings of the pink. So yeah, but they would rather be upping here in Europe, but they can't really get up here in Europe because there's no really area to live in Europe right now. But yeah. They go ahead and finish splitting off the rest of this land. So our red country, they go ahead and they get a decent chunk. And then our French country, this isn't all just going to the red country. I just accidentally colored it. But then our French country, they get out there. Not too much because they're not that strong of a country. But then our brown country, they also don't get much because they, like I said before, they're kind of trying to just focusing on their own country. But, yeah. But eventually you have our pink. They go ahead and claim the most. Well, I guess you could say maybe the most. And well, everyone got their claims, except for maybe the French. And now it's time for our first overlapping claims. Let me just fix this border right here. I don't like how square it is. But then, this green country, our green country, they claims, yes. So yeah, they claim all of this, of the reds. The red doesn't really claim much, but once again, this is making turmoil in between the red and the green country because, well, they did fight a war. The green country lost, as you can tell. And, well, now they definitely don't want to go to war with the red country because if you do, then you'd probably lose your colony in Africa. You definitely lose your colony in South America because you're lucky that still even exists, and you'd probably lose your capital in a matter of days because how close the pink is. But you have our green our French country. They start to fortify their country again, and well, they take after some of their old leaders and they make a wall around their capital. But you see, obviously this is the longest lasting wall in the whole series because this has been here since like a while ago. So, but if you look at it, guys, honestly, the map is getting really explored pretty fast. But a major breakthrough over here in Asia, a big breakthrough got through, and they end up meeting up through the mountains, which isn't that big. It took them quite a while to explore all of this. But eventually, once they were able to explore out here, it does start slowing down here in Africa again because no one really cares now. And once over here in Iran, like it looks like that, and then everyone doesn't care anymore now. You see, our Korean country, they kind of care what's over here in the Mediterranean because, well, they do start setting up some claims over here on the islands that they found. Because you gotta remember that they did find some islands on their way to Africa. So they start claiming some of these islands. They start setting up a whole bunch of like little colonies here and there. Like the more explored ones that they did, that's the ones that like they're setting up colonies on. They set up a colony around the coastal line of this island. I don't know what it's called. If someone could comment the name of the island. And then they literally just made like a colony going through the middle of this Indonesian island. So yeah, now it looks like this, and yeah, so the green country, they have some more colonies set up, and while this is probably gonna scare away this country, our Vietnam country, because you gotta remember, they were pretty good partners in the past little bit, but they have had some turmoil because of Taiwan. They have had some turmoil because of Taiwan, and China, and like our Korean country wants it, and but these two guys, they still hate each other because, well, they took the Vietnam, they took Vietnam and this island. But now with China, they kind of want the north top of, kind of want like to split it like that, where Vietnam gets to keep this little like part right here, or like a little bit more probably. But they split it like that, so they have easier time going through here. Or they would like to get some land right here off of, they'd get this land, but in return the pink would get this, which isn't a good deal because this up here is colder, which means no one really wants to live up there. So unless you're a psychopath. Actually, that's where they send they send all their prisoners out to explore the Korean country. So yeah. And if you do a good job, then you might not have to go out and explore again. But now it's time for some claims out here in the better area of Africa. So you have our Korean country. They make some claims, and well, it's not too major. It's just enough to keep them satisfied. And everyone accepts their claims. No one really cares. The red team though, they claim quite a bit. So for one, they claim half of the new African country, and then they also Windows update? No, I do not care. Sorry guys, my computer just had to give me a Windows update. But then so yeah, the red team, they claim all of this land. And they kind of get that, kind of not at the same time. The brown country, they just claim a little bit of land. Bro, this mouse, it's driving me crazy. Then you have our French country, they claim also a little bit of land out here. Don't ask me how they'll get here, because their ships are now under their good ships are now under red team control, but they'll have to find a way. But our red team, they go ahead and make a couple more claims out here up north. Okay, nope, that's... You see, the Koreans, they don't really care about, like, the red team claiming this land, because, once again, they are in an alliance, and they don't really care. But the French, they get the rest of this land, and you see, the pink team, they want, so they make some claims also, and they claim that part of the yellow country. So the yellow country, they have some claims over them now, but they're protected by the brown country, because now if there's a war, the brown country is gonna have to get involved. Our yellow country, they make some claims, and our brown country, they go ahead and claim the rest. But, well, this is not really allowed, so the red team, they go ahead and make a deal with the brown country for this piece of land right here, and, well, they get it. And there we go. So, now you can kind of see where the brown country, they've now starting to, they're populate, everything's going back to normal. But until one day, a guy comes off of an island out here from the over here, right here, this guy. He came from an island right here. He set sail on his boat. He came out, and he came into the old lime capital city. He started rioting. He was the great, and he was an ancestor of he's of the family tree of the last leader of the Lime Country, and he wants to bring them back. And well, in a matter of 32 hours, they were able to recapture the capital city. In a matter of 15 days, they had control of a decent amount of their old land. Not enough, but enough to declare themselves the Lime Country. But you see, no one really liked this country closer to the end of its time. So, the French country, the brown country, and, well, the brown country, the French country, and the the dark brown country, they all declare war on the Lime Country. Don't ask me why the dark brown country did it. I don't know. They probably did something. But since they decided to do this, they decided to let these guys into the Triangle Alliance. And, well, yeah, you can kind of see where people are like, okay, what the heck. But our country, they are kind of struggling to continue, like our brown country, they're kind of struggling to do this. Their troops are outing Africa, making this land secure. Obviously, they're struggling advancing. Now that French troops are finally getting down here, and the dark brown country troops are getting here. They started out a spearhead, and this is about where the rest of the green people live, because slowly less and less green people, you can kind of see green people, they live right here. See, so this is about where the green people were, before the end of them. They also had out here and up here, but it's been a long time since they were around, and well, their country is now their people, they're starting just to identify them as brown people, brown, they're just a part of the brown country, but they finally start to make some pushbacks on the Lime Country. But the spearhead goes really well, and they were finally able to do what they weren't able to do before. They were able to break through the wall. Obviously, this wall is getting broken down at this point because they aren't keeping it in good shape like the Pink's wall. But they were able to break through the wall, because their ancestors couldn't, but they can. Eventually, the brown country's capital city is captured, and everyone is like, okay, what is happening? Is this the end of our a new leader of the world, and if they are, what's happening to the colonies. So this is what would probably happen to the colonies. Okay, I'm over here in Oceania. I'm not in Africa. The our our over here, this colony would probably go over to our lavender country. Um, our this would probably so this would go over to the red, completely go over to the red, which would be very big, and then this would probably be split into two. Um, this would probably end up in the pinks control. Nope. This land would probably end up being in the pinks control right there, and then the rest would probably go over to the lime country. So this is what it would look like if the brown country collapses right now. This is what the world would look like, and honestly, they probably also have to give up their claims with the brown country dead, but the brown country says that they will not give up. But our lion country does not care. They're picking up speed, and they are now able to fortify their invasion of the capital city. And now everyone's starting to say, okay, this might be the end of the new like number 2 leader. And they've now people are now saying that they are like number 1 in the world or number 2 in the world. Like no not number 1 or number 2. Like number 30th or number 50th in the world. The lowest someone's ever gone that is actually important is the red team, and the red team's leader, and they said they are like the 100th strongest country in the world, and there isn't even 100 countries in the world that we know of. And like yeah. But eventually our brown country was able to recapture the lime capital's city. So now they kind of just traded capitals, but lime country, they're kind of cooked, because if they can get cut off from the coastline, then no more trade. And if they get cut off from, like, they are on this coastline, which doesn't really matter, because yeah, you could be getting support from like the blue country, but like their support sucks, and then the brown navy can just destroy those boats. But our blue country, they do go ahead and they get some land from the brown country. This is not the rise of our blue country. The brown country, they just had to sell this land to them for some extra money. And with that extra money, they throw that only to military, and leads to the collapse of the brown. But in the peace treaty, yes, there's going to be a peace treaty. Our lime country gets their independence under one condition: that they cannot join any alliance. Definitely will stay. And they also got they also got a little bit of a colony. They got it out here. So they aren't actually that small of a country now. They like tripled their times their like land area by 4 with that colony, which is honestly crazy, because yeah. But as soon as that peace treaty gets signed, they immediately join the Diamond Alliance. Yep. They like immediately join it. So that's their triangle thing. So yeah, they now are in the Triangle Alliance, and the Browns like, we can't do anything about that because we don't want to fight the red country and the Koreans and the pink country. Because honestly, I feel like the pink country, they might like lose some land in the beginning from the dark brown country, but they would be able to capture the capital of the green, and then the red team, they would be able to like cut this down, and they wouldn't really care about the rest, and maybe the pink would go like there, meet up with them, then they'd be able to send support, take out the brown country, and then take and the whole colony mess also. But a campaign starts. It's not in Asia. It's not in Africa. Not in North America. It is in South America. And you see, they actually was the red team and a whole different country that you probably wouldn't even think that would want to colonize, but they do. So these two countries, they meet up and they decide that they were going to split this land half and half. And guess what country it is? Do 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 do. It's the Vietnam country. Yep, it's the Vietnam country. So, yeah. Also, the French, they also go ahead and snag some land. Very little land though. They just make some. They just like make just steal this island, and like these islands. But the red team, they go ahead and they take this half of it. So yeah, now with the red team having quite a big colony in South America, you can definitely see a big red country. Sure, they might not have complete control over the British Isles, which they probably couldn't because of some old peace treaties that they made, and well, some old treaties that they made, and they can't do that anymore. Like when they lost all of it, they technically they did make a treaty where they can never reclaim all of the isles, so that might happen. But as I was saying, our Vietnam country, they colonized, and honestly, you would not think that they would want to be that they would not want to colonize. But honestly, they do. They want to get in on like the new trend, bro. They want to get all those views. But eventually it looks like this. And well, yeah, they're pretty proud of what happens, and like the Vietnam country, they're pretty happy about that. But that's pretty much all the Vietnam country. They said, I don't care about the rest of it. We got a colony and we're happy now. So, before the video ends, guys, I'm just gonna they do some before the video ends, guys. They go ahead and do some exploring. They explore out in North America. They meet up with the other coastal line of the Vietnam of not. Oh my gosh! They explore, and they actually start going more and more north. They end up reaching out to here. And well, the pink country is promised land here, so the red country, they can't completely claim it. So, yeah. But our pink country, they kind of split this up into a couple areas. The pink country, they get down and around here. Our red country, they get pretty much the rest of it. I just realized the problem, guys. You kind of have two pink countries on one continent, and they're two different countries, so that might be a problem. But and you definitely have our red country, the like largest. Like I feel like they might be the largest country in the world because, well, think about it. They. I'll show you guys. Just give me 1 second. The pink country, they get Florida and some of the coastline off of, like some of over this some coastline off over here. But the rest of it does still go over to the red. And you guys gotta remember, this is actually just a country, so they want to expand. Also, their population hasn't been doing bad. Their economy isn't doing bad, and well, yeah. So, as you can tell, our Here, actually, let me just go ahead and quickly change the color of our Asian pink country. There, we'll make it a dark pink. This is still the same country, guys, just different color. So yeah, there. Now you can tell. But the red country, they so yeah. I'll show you guys how they are now. The red country's probably the largest because, well, look at this, guys. They have, it might either be the brown, the or the red. I feel like it might be the red, honestly, because or the pink. The pink has a pretty big colony out here, but honestly, me personally, I think it might be the red. So, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Alternate History. I know I enjoyed making it for you guys, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.